Hi everyone, welcome to Inspired Creations. I'm Crystal. So in this video tutorial, I am going to show you how to make these super cute chapstick keychain holders. Let's get a little closer to the camera there so you can kind of take a look. Really simple project to make. I've made quite a few of them. Some I've just been kind of practicing with. The tutorial is just going to be kind of what I've adapted from different patterns that I've found on how to do these and what I like best. So I won't actually have a link to a pattern, but you can find them on Pinterest. If you just put in crochet chapstick holder, you'll come across quite a few. But I am going to show you how I make these ones and what you need to make them. So stay tuned. Okay, so to make these cute crochet keychain chapstick holders, you are going to need a 4mm hook. That's what I'm using in this video tutorial. You're also going to need some scissors to cut your yarn. You will need a needle to thread in your ends when we are finished. And you're also going to need a key ring. So these are really simple to find. I think I got a package of like 20 from the dollar store for like $2. You can get bigger size key rings as well. I just got the smaller ones since these are a smaller project. Very simple to get your hands on, and they don't cost a lot of money either. And then of course you're also going to need a chapstick to go into your chapstick holder. And then I'm also just using a bit of scrap yarn that I have left from another project. So that's what's so great about this project, is that it doesn't use up a lot of yarn at all. And it's so simple to make and doesn't take much time either. So let's get started. Okay, so what I have done first is that I have started with a magic ring. If you're not sure how to do a magic ring, I will put a link to one of my video tutorials on how to crochet a magic ring. You can also do the method of where you just do a chain of, I would say, probably 5, and then work your single crochets inside the ring. So with this magic ring, I did do 5 single crochets into the magic ring, and then I did a slip stitch to bring the ring together and did a chain 1, and then in each stitch around I put in 2 single crochets so that I would have 10 single crochets going around. So the next thing that we're going to do, so this is basically the base of your chapstick holder. So what I like to do is just to create a bit of a kind of a ridge, so that this still stays as your base, and then we work our way up. So to do that, you just need to, I'm going to do a chain 1, and then we are going to do a single crochet in each stitch across, but I'm only working in the back loop. So you'll see I'm just working in that back loop there and not going through each of the loops. Okay, so we're just going to do that all the way across until we have our 10 single crochets. My sun just came back out, so now we have some major shadows going on. So hard to predict what the lighting is going to be like. Okay, so you're going to see now we kind of have a little bit of a base there where it kind of like pops up. Just got to do this last one here. And there. So that is the base of the chapstick holder. And then all we need to do next is we are just going to do single crochets and you don't need to use a stitch marker because we're just going to work in a spiral fashion where we're just going to go around and around, doing single crochets all the way across. And when we get to the desired length, depending on, you know, your chapstick, so this one here should fit. That first stitch is always so tight for me. There we go. So this one that I've done here should fit the thicker chapstick that I have here. So if you are working with a smaller chapstick, you might want to change the number of single crochets that you put into your ring, maybe use a 4. Also, if you're using a bigger size hook, that could factor into how many single crochets you're going to want to have in your magic ring. So I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'm going to come back with another one that I'm still just finishing up, so I can show you how to attach the key ring and just how you finish off the project. Just need to finish it off by adding the key ring to it. So I'm just going to put the chapstick into the holder just to kind of show you where it sits. You want to have a little bit showing at the top so that you're able to grab a hold of it. And again, this was just a piece of scrap yarn that I used. So I don't have a lot left here, but I'll have enough to finish this. So we do need to get that key ring on there. So I am just going to feed it through. So if you're working with a bit more yarn than just what I have left here, I would suggest that you just cut it and give yourself you know, a fair amount to finish working with, because we just need to do a chain and then a slip stitch, and then we'll be finished with it. So we want the key ring to go onto the other side, kind of just hanging down there so that it stays in place. And then we're just going to do a chain. So I'm going to do 2, 3, 4, I think is good. So just 4, a chain of 4. And then we're just going to skip the next single crochet there, and we're going to work into the next one. And we're just going to do, I'm going to do a single crochet just to make it a little bit sturdier as opposed to doing a slip stitch, just to kind of finish that off there. And then we're going to do a slip stitch into the next stitch. And then that finishes it off. And there you have your chapstick keyring holder. And then we just need to finish by weaving in our ends here, which we all have different ways of doing that. I like to work in the inside just in case that end piece kind of starts to show if you cut it off. But I just literally just go through a few stitches and then come back the other way, because when you do that, it makes it harder for a yarn to make its way out because it can't go back and forth, right? So we'll just come over here. A little harder to work with when you're going inside, but not too bad. Okay, and then we'll just cut that off. Try not to cut anything else. Alright, and we are finished. And there you have it. That is how you do a crochet chapstick keychain holder. And it's great to, you know, attach to your purse, so then you always have it. If you're like me, I like to lose mine all the time, so I hate when that happens. So I mean, if this is attached to my purse and I know that if I take it out and use it, then I can just slip it back in and I'll know exactly where it is for the next time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to show you something a little simple that's, you know, really easy to make, and they're really cute. I mean, again, these would make cute little gifts for someone, especially this time of year with winter and everything else, and you know, everyone's experiencing the dry skin and the dry chapped lips. So anyways, I am gonna go here now, and I will see you again soon with another video. Until then, I hope you all stay safe and take care.